What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Sowdev podcast. My name is Dev, obviously. Y'all know the drill. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. You are iconic. I gotta stand you just a bit. Let's be real. Now, we got some tea today. And I know that's super shocking at this point that we would have tea. But before we go ahead and get into this tea, make sure you go ahead and follow me at Sowdev on Twitter and Instagram. Now, I'm really excited about this tea that we have today. It's important, I really have just been wanting to discuss this topic because it's been sticking with me, Someone said, I don't remember, I think I saw it on Twitter maybe, and someone said, take care of your wellness now before you have to take care of your illness later. And while it has always been in my mind to take care of myself now so I don't have issues later down the road, whether that be, anxiety from things that, your family may have had back in history, or just general things that can come about without, properly maintaining your health and wellness. And, it's been super heavy on my mind, so I want to get on here and I want to talk about it because, we live in such a time where I'm seeing more than ever back to eat healthy, and I think now, back then, when I was in high school, at middle school or whatever, to eat healthy was really expensive. And don't get me wrong, it still kind of is, but there have been healthier options introduced to where now it's more of an adjustment, more so than, an adjustment mentally, more so than an adjustment financially. I don't know, I think that, from my personal experience, I have learned to shift, how I eat. I didn't have the best diet younger, coming into college, I had probably the worst diet in college. Let's be real. Because, you first get there, you're not really cooking home cooked meals or whatever. You don't have access to a kitchen. You're eating out, you're eating late night, you're eating snacks. The cafeteria doesn't have the best food. You may have options, but gross. And, for the most part, by the time I got to college, I was eating healthier when I got into the caf. We would make our own stir fries and stuff like that. It wasn't anything too healthy, but we would have the rallies, the late night donut runs, the late night McDonald's runs, and it wasn't exactly great. it wasn't great. Let's be real, but we were active. I was doing cheerleading, also did soccer in college as well, both of those, and that was the upside to it. And even now, I'm still very active, but that's only half the battle. It's only half the battle. And I think as I got older, and some things started coming about as far as we now need to watch out for this, and things are just becoming more real, because often when we have a certain diet, in our childhood, teenage years, whatever, often it spills into adulthood, and we have to kind of peel back those layers, which is hard. It's that adjustment. It's really hard to adjust when you've been living a certain lifestyle for so long. And, for me, like I said, as I got older, I started to implement things more and more. There were some private things in the family where it was this is now a real thing that we need to watch out for. This is a real thing where we need to invest in our health now so we don't have any issues further on. I'm obviously not going to get into details at this moment, but it really changed my entire perception of what I put into my body. And from that point forward is when the awareness, I stumbled upon that word. That's when the awareness really started to set in with me, like, child, y'all know I got some wine, so hold on. But when that awareness began to set in at that moment, that's when I began to grow in my journey. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do specifically going into college, but I knew I wanted to do something that invested in the wellness, in the health of myself, and then another person. How can I help people? How can I help myself? How can I promote that? How can I make that my life? Because I love to cook. I didn't necessarily love to cook unhealthy stuff and super fried foods and stuff like that. I love to make super like stir fries and all different types of things that you can kind of just like mix together. You can sauce, and it was a real journey that intertwined. And I started doing health and wellness in college, and then I went to UK. I was like, okay, I want to be a dietitian, and then it switched over to mental health. So generally I've always been in a specific range, but it took a while to get to where I wanted to be, because what I was doing again was only half the battle. And I'm very aware of what needs to be done. We all are. We all know we need to be active. We all know we need to eat. But if you don't take care of your mental health, all of that, like, your basic needs are good. Like, that's just that. It's out the window. It's absolutely out the window. And it starts here. I think that is the hardest journey, because again, that mental adjustment that you have to incorporate is tough. To say the absolute least, it's tough. It's tough, and that's not something that happens overnight. Maybe not a year, maybe not 2, maybe not 3. It takes a couple times to make something a habit, from personal experience. But the thing about it is like, okay, I go through a situation, I'm like, damn, I need to change this. And sometimes I'll do it once, sometimes I'll do it twice, and then, I'm gonna get fed up with myself. And then I'm like, 3 times at least. Let's do this 3 times so we can keep this going. And then it becomes a habit after you do it a certain amount of times. And that's just what I kept doing with eating. It started with me eating inside the cafeteria once I went to the University of Kentucky. There were way more healthier options. There were way more healthy options. Child, anyway, English is hard. There were so many options for, you to just eat better. And that honestly gave me the space to do it. Because in my head still, I'm like, it's super expensive to eat healthy. So I'm gonna do the best I can to just not eat super fried stuff, kind of stay away from sodas. Like, I'm gonna do the real, like, I'm gonna incorporate the bare minimum right now. I'm gonna start somewhere. And that's where I started. I stopped drinking sodas and I stopped eating fried foods. When I was in college, I started eating Subway more, which was way better. I started eating the salad bar that they had. I started eating chickens with veggies. I'm gonna make sure I have me some spinach or some kale or something. Like, I'm gonna eat good. I didn't do that all the time. I still had my pizzas. I still had my canes. Absolutely. I was like, I wasn't eating the best, but I incorporated it because I started somewhere and I made it a habit. And now I'm starting to look different. I'm starting to feel different, because when you fuel your body with what it needs, what's good for it, what nourishes your body does so much for you. When you give it what it truly needs and wants and deserves, it pays you back. Your tired, you're sore, you're exhausted. Feed your body what it needs. A lot of the times when our bodies are feeling a certain way, we're not giving it what it needs, and we often forget. That is a big thank you to your body. And I know that it's that energy that you need your body to need that you don't have is going to come from that as well. Incorporating that into your life, furthering your journey mentally as well. Because let's be honest, eating is overwhelming. Nobody's talking about that because everybody knows you have to eat. Well, that's just what you're supposed to do. Well, eating is overwhelming. You need to eat. Realistically, you're supposed to eat 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whoa, what? And then, when you don't do that because it's so overwhelming, then you have to adjust, and now you have to eat smaller meals throughout the day. And then that's hard to incorporate because you've gotten so used to maybe not eating all day until late at night. And then you eat a bunch. Because obviously you have so much going on, and also eating is so stressful because it's just another thing that adds on to your day. It's tough. Eating is tough. The things that we do every day from day to day, no one talks about how much weight that takes, how much weight that is. Nobody talks about that because, quote unquote, that's just what you're supposed to do. And while it is what you need to do to survive, you know, my people that are aware here, we've got to be real about this shit. Who else is? Because I don't hear enough people talking about that. How the most simple things that the social scripts say are the most simple things are not necessarily so simple, especially when we don't have the energy to do them. Maybe this person's house is a mess. Maybe they haven't had the energy. Maybe they have ADHD. God, do not sit something down when you have ADHD. People who have ADHD, how is your organized mess? Is it doing good? Good. I hope you can find absolutely everything that you put in place. Once you sit down, that's it. Like, I will open up the kitchen cabinet, to put all the dishes away, and they're like, oh, I forgot to go do that. And then I would go do something else, and then I'll forget I was doing that. And it was like, why did you leave all the cabinets? I was like, okay, you want to know what? There's one too many things. And I have to get things written down. Things have to be written down. And then I have to tackle things a little at a time. And that's how I, in a way, approach eating. Because there came a time where eating was so overwhelming. And I was talking to my therapist about that as well. My psychiatrist as well. Eating is overwhelming. It's so easy to just go get something while you're outside, super unhealthy or whatever. But like, whenever you are trying to adjust your lifestyle as well, the way you eat, the way you move in life, that bitch is really hard to attach to. It's absolutely insane. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing that enough. I'm not hearing any of this enough because it just makes it that much harder when you want to live a healthier lifestyle. No wonder people don't live healthier lifestyles. But I'm making this podcast because even if one person comes across this podcast and it makes a difference, or they start to implement even the smallest thing, because I think, like, it's not something that happens overnight. You're not going to be eating at Greens and Proteins or Protein Source if you know these places. You're not going to be eating there. These are places that, where you can make your own bowl. Quinoa, rice, spinach, salmon, chicken, asparagus, broccoli, sauteed spinach, like sweet potatoes, like these type places. I love this place called Flower Child. Oh my god. I think it has black and red rice if I'm not mistaken. Quinoa, cauliflower, broccoli, multicolored carrots. I put chicken and salmon in there. It's technically a vegan bowl, but I put some meat in there because it's amazing. It has like chili hoisin sauce, like everything, snap peas, corn, like it's just filled with everything your body truly desires, you know? And when I eat that food, my body is like, whoa, like the quality. Like the quality. Make sure that I have the proper amount of water. Like, that's where I am now. That's how I eat now. And I still have my moments, obviously, where I will eat unhealthy, but I keep that in moderation unless it's cake. I don't know what moderation is if it's cake. I'm so sorry. I just don't. Sue me. But it's specifically cupcakes. Specifically. Absolutely. Go listen to Holiday Bacon, by the way, because I'm absolutely snapping and it's iconic. But you know, it wasn't easy getting here. And that's what this podcast is about. It's a journey to it. It's long. It's hard. I get your mind out of the gutter. It's fine, but get it out of the gutter now. It's not the easiest of journeys, my friends, but it's one worth sticking to. It's one worth investing in because you are worth investing in. Invest in yourself, invest in your health, invest in your wellness before you have to invest in your illness later. We don't want that. Especially millennials, we're growing up. All of us about to almost be 30, my friend. It'll be getting there. It'll be getting there in about half a decade. Yeah. Wake it up. Invest in it. Younger generations, invest in it now. There are so many more options out there. And I know it tastes good. I know it's what you want. I know. Trust me. But invest in yourself. Invest in your body. It does all this for you. It's alive because of the nutrients that you feed it that happen to just be good enough. A lot of people are getting by on the bare minimum. I see a lot of people saying they don't drink water because, like, what do you mean you don't drink water? What do you mean? I don't exactly know the exact amount of water I'm supposed to drink a day. My Fitbit tells me all that stuff. I just know I have liter water bottles of smart water and whatnot, and I just carry one around till one is done. I keep drinking until my Fitbit's like, you good, bitch? Just saying. You know, my mom started this community family challenge where on the Nike app or whatever, where, you know, she set this family community run walk challenge where we are all literally just, I don't even know how many miles it is, but it's a specific amount of miles, and it's just a challenge to see who beats who, a challenge to challenge yourself to be healthy. You know, you have to invest in it. You make it fun. I pick my favorite vegetables, I put them together, my favorite meats. I love salmon, especially a teriyaki salmon with some honey on it, maybe with some spinach, asparagus, brown rice, and quinoa. That is like my go-to meal, you know? And yeah, it makes me happy. That's what I love. I love investing in myself. I love investing in my health. I love good food. I love healthy food. It's time that you start investing in your wellness. You have to now. Just to be honest, that doesn't mean give up your bad stuff. Moderation. You know, I shop at Sprouts now. Like, what I've done for myself is that I have taken what I eat normally, like, all the Lay's chips and, the cookies, crackers, and stuff like that. And I've gone over to Sprouts and I've gotten the same stuff, but just different, like bourbon barbecue, quinoa chips, you know what I mean? Like kale crackers and all that stuff. And I know that doesn't sound great and amazing to you, most likely, off the bat, but it didn't to me either at first, until I gave it a shot, until I tasted it. And it's not bad. A vegan cake instead of a regular cake. The things that they put inside of it that are good for you, especially quinoa, that for sure, when you incorporate that into your diet regularly, it helps lower the risk for colon cancer. That's the absolute tea. And that is the main reason why I started to even incorporate that into my diet as much. I always keep a big bag. And then I have the microwavable, quinoa with rice, brown rice specifically, and garlic. Like, it's so good. Just give these things a shot. Maybe eat some salad. I didn't like salad my entire life. I didn't like salad until I tasted the Olive Garden salad dressing. And now that's the only way I eat salad. But I eat it. And I don't even eat normal salad. I don't eat lettuce. I have shaved Brussels sprouts with kale, cabbage, spinach, shaved broccoli, whatever. Like, it's a hard adjustment, starting from eating late night rallies every night in college. It's an adjustment that I am grateful I indulged in. Like, it has helped so much. I went to see a dietitian when I was in college. From that point forward, I've learned to readjust, because like I said, sometimes you have to adjust with the small meals. I mean, that was even pertaining to me. Like, I have to do, 3 small meals and have some snacks in between. Maybe I'll have me an apple and a granola bar for breakfast. And maybe for lunch, I'll have chips. Not chips. Maybe chips, soup, and a sandwich. Then maybe for dinner, I'll have like my salmon, brown rice, asparagus, spinach, and my snacks in between. I don't know how to pronounce the crackers, but Belvita, I think. Maybe I'll have some of that. And bitch, I might eat my cake at night, but I'll get it from Sprouts. It may not be the best thing, but I'll tell you the ingredients inside of it, 10 times better than regular cake. Just saying. All right, I'm hopping off here. I don't want to go on too long, but Anchor only gives me 30 minutes for these podcasts unless I want to do multiple segments. And girl, where's the energy? I know. I am feeding my body what it needs to today to have the energy to be able to continue to get up and do what I love. People are not just telling you to eat healthy because they want you to, even though they do want you to. It's because they care enough about you and they want you to maintain your life as long as possible. That's what this is about. Help me help you maintain your life as long as possible. So much craziness in this world. So much of it is out of your control, but what is in your control is how you choose to eat. And some people can't afford it, and that's absolutely true. Even if you can, even if you just have $1 instead of getting something super unhealthy, Dollar Tree now has a lot of healthier options for you to choose as well. Just to be real with you, so if you can, do it. If you genuinely can't, at some point, I am a firm believer that you will be able to. But you have to believe that as well. You have to want that. Whether you have it now or not, you still have to want that. You have to want better for yourself. Some people can't see that they want better for themselves, but they do. I don't know, sometimes when you have to face the reality of, oh, if I don't take care of something could lead to a potential death. And facing death is not an easy thing. But if you don't give your body what it needs, your body begins to deteriorate. You know, you constantly hear when you don't sleep, your brain eats itself. That's wild. Give your body what it needs. There's nothing more to say. I'm bouncing off here, y'all. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on social media at Sowdev on Twitter and Instagram. Do not forget, go indulge, have some fun, eat up this content. Oh well, I'm enjoying it. Alright, y'all. Have a good night. Make sure you go ahead and follow at 5MIN Self-Care on Twitter. Turn on notifications. Get you some self-care. You need it. We need it. Everybody needs it. Self-care for you, for you, for you, for you. And for your nigga. Okay, y'all. I'm out. Peace.